Hello everyone, Sigs here, and welcome to the new Imaginarium Theater in Genshin Impact. So this is the third time that this event has been up, the second time that it's reset, and I am particularly excited to do it this time for a couple of reasons. The first reason is we have some pretty good elements to play with this time, so we get Pyro, Hydro, and Dendro. So we get some good Bloom teams, some Vape teams, some Burning teams. I got a lot of interesting characters to play around with here, so it'll be interesting to see what teams we can build. The other reason that I'm excited is that there is a new mode, apparently. I didn't know anything about this previously on the previous two times. We've just done this hard mode with 10 levels, or 8 levels, I guess, and now we get 10 levels with this visionary mode. So gonna need a lot of characters to clear this. Not sure how it's gonna go. I haven't tried it yet, but I figured it might be fun to just run through, let people see the different characters that I use, maybe get some inspiration for your own teams, and check out this new hardest difficulty. So here's the opening characters. We do have to start with these characters. I will use the trial, Dea and Candace, because I don't have them built, but I do have the rest of these characters built, thankfully, so I think I'll use them instead of the trials. And then we'll have to select the rest of our characters here. This is a massive cast of characters that we're going to have to use, so I think I'm basically using everyone. I will go with my typical Nilou Bloom team, which is one of the things I was like the most excited to try, but it's going to be hard to make sure I get all of these characters together, so we'll see what ends up happening. I will stop and show you the characters if I'm using them for the first time, so you can see what they have equipped and all that kind of stuff. But for now, we're just picking our team, so definitely going to want Bennett. Great team buffer. Farina for similar reasons. I take Altheim here. I think would be good. Jinqui, also a good support character. I think for main DPS, both Arlecchino and Yoimiya are quite good. We can get some good Vape teams going with them. I will need some good Hydro support to go along with them, so we will take Yelan. Do have a couple other main DPS Hydro characters here. Honestly, Dendro Traveler is not bad, so we will take her. Beyond that, you know, my child isn't that built, but he could be pretty good. I think just to fill these slots, I'm going to have to take Diluc, who I don't really have built that much. I can take one special guest star, I think. Let me check, actually. Can I take more than one? Oh, I can. 0 and 4 extra alternate cast members and a buff and extra entertain. I don't know what that means. Alternate cast members. So if I fill this, 0 out of 4 extra alternate cast members have been added. Oh, interesting. So if I add extra beyond the base 16, I get buffs, which is interesting. You would think you would get the buffs for not adding them, because like having more characters gives you more choices, which is like a good thing. So I don't know, but anyway, I will certainly then take Kazua Raiden and Chlorind here. I have them all built. They're pretty good. My Kachina is not quite built yet, but that's basically the team. Now, my Tighnari is not that built. I could go and build him a little bit real quick. Part of the reason I'm not doing this on the first day that it reset is I wanted to take some time to build up some of these other characters for it. So I've kind of burned through all my level up materials. It would probably actually take me a couple days to level up Mona or Tighnari. They'd both be good for this. But as it stands, they are not ready to go, and I want to do this today. So if I do this, I get a nice little buff. So I think it may be worth doing. Hopefully I can just get him early and just have him. All he needs to do is apply Dendro. It doesn't even really matter. I'm just going to apply Dendro with him for reactions. Don't really care about him actually being the one dealing the damage, and hope that that works. Beyond that, the rest of these characters are pretty solid, so we're going to go ahead and start. There's my opening characters. There's all the extra ones I'm taking along. This is a huge cast of characters in this Valorous mode, so let's just start. So we do get a buff for adding 4 extra alternate cast members. Hopefully that helps. Extra flowers to start, which we can use to get more buffs. What is this? Brilliant Blessings will grant considerable buffs to characters who meet the requirements for the season. Enhancing their effectiveness with elemental reactions. Select them continuously to increase your blessing level and further enhance the reaction. Okay, so that's new. They also gain additional attribute increases in the theater. So, 50% chance to increase the number of Dendro cores. Wow. And 150% extra Dendro core damage. That seems pretty good. I'm going to be building a lot of these teams. So I think I just go ahead and take that right off the rip. That's going to be good. And that does reroll our free mystery catch that I had. Maybe I should have taken that first. Oh, interesting. You'd see up at the top there at level 9, and then it has the reactions. Yeah, there's the burning, the bloom, and the vape reactions, which I guess I could buff up. Okay, so I could recruit a new character, but I think we're just going to start with what we have. Let's see what these levels are. I am going to try to go for the star challenge on every level. So what would be the easiest to beat with who we have? It's like this first team. I'm probably just going to use Candace and Dea because I don't have them built, or the trial characters. I just want to use them up. And then along with them, well, if I'm using Candace, I'm not going to use Emily because I want to save her to only use with Pyro characters. So I have to use Jingling and I can't remember her name, Mualani. I think that'll be the first team that I use. So that's probably fine. I could burn through the shields on those guys. This battle, a lot of robots and flying robots. So prefer to not fight the flying ones. I think this actually makes the most sense. Hydro, I can get vapes off of them, and I could burn through the shields. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do first. Yeah, I'm gonna lock it in, can't go back. Get a couple rewinds, but that's about it. So here we go with Act 1 here. And begin the performance again. I will show you the characters for the first time that I use them, and there is a way to do that. Here we go. So I'm gonna be using Candace. This is just the Candace trial. Oh, she gets a catch, that's interesting. Here are her artifacts that you get when you use her as a trial, in case you were curious. No constellations, there's her talents. Same thing with Dea. I'll show you the overall stats too. You can pause and read all that if you really care. I'm sure most people don't, but I just want to have the information available in case people were curious. So this is what we have on our Dea trial character that we get. No constellations, there's her talents. Okay, and then as for my characters, again, I think I'm going to save Emily here to use with other Pyro characters, and then I was really hoping to save Mualani and Jingling for later, because they're two of the strongest characters that I actually have, but I'm going to have to use them early since they're the starting characters. We'll save Yao Yao, hopefully to use with the Nilou Bloom team. So here's the Mualani that I have. She gets 40% extra crit from her artifacts, so she's not the best built in the world, but I do have her signature weapon. Here are all of the artifacts that I have on her. Not the best, but I did go and farm, trying to get as much crit damage as possible, basically, and HP, since all of her attacks scale off of HP, so there you go. No constellations. There's her talents, basically just her skill. That's at rank 8. Not going to really use autos on her, and I didn't really have any resources to get her burst up, so that's where she's at. And then the Jiangling, there's her stats. Really needs more crit. She got the catch. Artifacts, not great, but good enough. I built her super early into the game. Never really went back and farmed anything better. So that's what she has, C6, thankfully, and there's her talents. So that is going to be the first team that I use. I don't even use Candace or Dea ever, so I think it's going to be like Candace throws up a shield first, right? And then we get her Pyronado going. And then it's, I don't know, Mualani or Dea between the two of them. They're both kind of main DPS as far as I know. So, you know, I think I'll do this and then this. And we'll just try to get some big vapes going out with Mualani. And we'll see how that goes. So I got 85 seconds to clear this stage. We can retry if we need to, but I'm hoping we won't have to. So here we go. Let's get the shield up. Let's get Pyronado going. Just some more Pyro application, I think, from Dea. And then Mualani. basically goes like this, marks everything up, and then hits B. Oh wow, and she hits pretty hard like that. Her autos are not leveled up, so there's no point in doing that after I do her burst. Candace just gonna do something, I guess, see if we could finish this off with Dea, get a little more energy, and then we could use her skill to pick up the chili for extra attack, get some extra pyro out, and then we have enough energy for a new pyronado. And we do one more Mualani rotation here. We mark them up, we hit B. Oh, it hit the shield. Uh-oh. So we're just gonna go right to Dea. I probably should have done this first and just burn through the shields before I try to do anything with Mualani. Because she needs to be able to connect by marking them and then pressing B. And that does pretty good damage. As long as it crits, it does quite a lot. So we got one more enemy here. We got 25 seconds. Shouldn't be a problem. Maybe it is. Maybe I should have gone a little quicker. But we'll see here. Mark them up, hit them. Yep. Let's get Pyronado going. Just for some pyro application, get some vapes. 8 seconds. Get Mualani's skill back online. I accidentally canceled it. Okay, and we did it with 1 second left. So, really didn't do too great there, but that first level is very, very easy. So, that's done. I could pick another character to join. We can go for... I guess we can get Overload Team going with the Pyro characters. Once I get more Dendro characters, I could go for a Hyper Bloom team. Clarinda would be good as a main DPS, but I already have 2 main DPSs, so I guess we'll just take Raiden for now as a support. I don't know why it kicks you out every time, too, but we're going to continue performance. You know, I'm going to go for the Mystery Catch, because it's free. Let's see what we can get. Companion events cost 10 fewer flowers, but buffs cost 10 more. When future events are drawn, one of the selected events is guaranteed to be a random companion. That could be good for trying to get my Nilo Bloom team for the end of this. I think it's my strongest team. This could be good too, though, because I really want to pull a lot of extra characters. I don't know how much 10 more flowers gets me, though. I would need to do it like 8 times to get a free one, basically. So I'm just going to go with this. And then I'm just going to recruit another character now. 19 whole cast members remaining. There's Nilo. I could like take her now, but I'm not going to use her for a while until I get the other characters to go with her, Nahida, Kokomi. So I think we'll just take Bennett.
You want me
And
on
why don't
your
we just
team?
take another one while we're here. Okay, these are both good supports. We'll go with Yelan first.
Let's go get ourselves some answers.
And I think I'm going to save the rest of the flowers. So I think I'm going to use that same team that I just used, just because they're at 1 charge now. So let's see what the best group of enemies to fight would be. Wow, this is just 1 Breacher Primus. That might be good, because I can just debuff them with elements and then burn them down on like single target, rather than these ones are more AoE, area of effect. A lot of different enemies, which might be a little bit harder with the team that I'm going to use, I'm thinking. I think that's what I'm going to try. I may regret this, but hopefully I can just burn this one guy down with Mualani and Dea with the Pyronado going. Again, going to use Candace, just get rid of her, and the Dea trial as well. And then unfortunately, it's probably going to be the end of Mualani and Jiangling, who are really good. I might want to save Jiangling for later to use with Emily for the burning team. But she only has 1 charge, so I'm only going to be able to do it once. So I'm probably just going to want to match a different Pyro character with her. You know what? No, I will save it. We're going to actually do either Raiden or Bennett. Bennett doesn't work with a lot of my Bloom teams, so I might as well just use him here, I guess. You know, but it's more single target. We're going to go with Raiden. I don't know if this is going to work, but see. I'll show you my Raiden here. This is the first time using her. She's not very well built, to be honest. I'm just using Skyward Spine. Here's her artifacts, just real quick. Get the ER, attack scaling, crit rate, and the Emblem of Severed Fate 4-set. No constellations on her, and there's her talents. So, let's see how this goes. Oh, we got 2 of them. Okay, so again, just use this, get the shield up. See if I can get some Pyro application going on here, maybe? I don't even know, really, what her skill and burst do, because I never use her, so I'll just try to burn through the shield that way. I should use Raiden's skill first, but I forgot. Let's mark him up with Milani, press B. Wow, that really hits for a lot. That's pretty cool. So we'll do that, use her burst just to charge Raiden. See if I can get more bursts online. Just to charge Raiden. Looks like it's not going to happen at this rate, so let's just throw out her burst on this one. Battery everyone up a little bit. We have so much time. These things are melting. Maybe it's that buff, but just do this. We'll burst, charge Raiden. Back to Milani. Which again, if I mark him up, press B. Should be pretty good damage. Yep. Oh, I let his shield come back. I'm kind of just messing around because this feels really, really easy. Alright, so there we go. That's easy. I know these earlier stages are definitely easier, and these later stages that we're going to have to do may be way, way more difficult, which is why I don't love using these really good characters early on. I'd really rather burn through some of the weaker characters like Tighnari there. So do I take him and just use him to get rid of him? Or do I hope that I don't need him in the end? I'm just going to take him and use him now, and we can recruit more characters later. Alright, so, you know, that was easy. I think maybe that buff I get from choosing the 4 extra characters is maybe making me do a lot more damage, but these things are definitely melting. So this is what we're going to have to do now. It is a boss. It is the Perpetual Mechanical Array. I could get a vape buff, or I could get an extra Pyro character, or a totally random character. I think I really just want to recruit as many characters as possible to make sure I could build good teams and worry about getting the buffs later. Neither of these really help me right now. I'll take my Ayaka,
join you for a walk,
because he's fairly well built. I could go with this other Bloom buff, get it up to level 2, and then get a really good Bloom team going later. I think I'm just going to recruit one more. Ooh, interesting. I'll take Farina.
I knew you'd miss me.
And I think I'll just save the rest of the flowers. Alright, so this is what we have to do. It's our only choice. It's the boss battle. Perpetual Mechanical Array. I'm just going to not show that again, because we know that once we lock in, we can't change characters. And then let's see. So really big single target fight here. Got 2 really good buffers. No shielders. I think I just burned Tighnari here. Just to get rid of him, because he's not going to be useful on the more difficult stages. He's really just here for Dendro application. So my main DPS would honestly probably be Ayato, I think. And then, I mean, I can make a really good team here, but I think I want to save the good teams for later. So we'll burn through him for sure. That's really our only option as a main DPS is him. And then I could get some good vapes going with Jiangling. I could battery him. His burst isn't super important, but I could get Raiden. Yelan I want to save for a vape team for sure. Emily I want to save for a burning team. I might have to just use Farina here. She's a great unit to use with a Bloom team later on. I'm just going to use Raiden. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So I'm just going to use Raiden for some extra damage. So we'll lead with her, get her skill online. Then we'll just go, probably just Tighnari just to apply Dendro. And then, I mean, it really should be Jiangling just to get some good vapes going here between these 2 units. Because there's no point in really using Yelan. She's great off-field, but it's better when I can get reactions with her. So her and Ayato are not going to really get any reactions because they're both Hydro. Man, I just want to save Jiangling to use with Emily later on. You know what? I could just use Bennett here. And then I'll just buff his single target damage. Alright, that's the plan. So again, I'll show you characters I haven't shown you yet. Here is Ayato. That's how he's built. Really good crit, decent crit damage. Just using Black Sword. Artifacts right here. We have 4-piece Heart of Depths. Not the best substats, but you know, manageable. Get some extra crit damage out of him. There you go. No constellations on him, and there's his talent. So rank 9 skill, that's where most of his damage is coming from. And then Bennett, of course, there's his stats. Really, it's just about maxing his attack. So we have a 5-star sword with max attack. And his artifact set, again, just made to buff the rest of the party members' attack. So Noblesse Oblige. Secondaries don't really matter too much for the way that I use them. There you go. Constellations 5, definitely don't want 6 because we don't want that Pyro overwriting certain elemental reactions. And there you go. Max rank on his burst. So let's see how this goes. Gonna do Raiden's skill online. Tighnari, just skill burst, Dendro application, and defeat Raiden. Bennett, skill burst. And I go to Ayato. Use a skill. Hold B. Doing decent damage. Probably could have burst with him first, but I didn't. Let's get back in Bennett's buff and then use his burst. And then we're going to switch to Raiden. Use her burst to re-battery everyone. Whoops. And he dodged. Full burst, I think. But just doing decent damage. Nice electro charge here along with Ayato. And we're going to go back to Tighnari. Make sure Raiden's skill is online. And feed her with bursts. Need a little more energy for Bennett's burst. I think the ads are going to come out soon. So I might not be able to get them here. I have to deal with the ads. Yep, which is happening now. So we're going to wait and see which one. Which one is it? There you go, the one with the health bar over there. I'll just burn his skill because it's pretty good damage. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw this burst to finish this off. That'll charge Raiden pretty good. Oh no, I was hoping it was going to die here. Come on, just finish it off. I only got 15 seconds because I want this to die so I can switch to Raiden, use your burst. Get some pretty good damage here and battery Bennett. So we can go to Bennett. Oh, I don't have enough for his burst. Okay. Nope, I'm going to restart. This is easy, I got this for sure. I just wanted to make sure that the team worked. And it does. So just got to perform a little bit better here. Yep, same team. Skill online. Burst to battery here. Back to Bennett. Get the buff online. This time I will burst first. And then skill. And then we got lots of damage going out now. The electro charge hits from Raiden. The buff from Bennett. And he's dodging. Okay, that time I waited for the dodge so I can go to Raiden, use her burst. Get a nice little hit in there as well as battery everyone. Get her skill back online once we're done with battering here. There you go, her skill's online, we'll feed it with Tighnari's burst. Bennett, his burst is online. I think this is where I'm going to want to wait though for the ads to come out, but let's see if I can get one more little cycle in. Yeah, really good damage here with the buff from Bennett. And the ads have got to be coming soon. There they are, okay. So, Raiden's good to go. I think I'm just going to use her burst on the ad here. Just to battery everyone so that I can finish them off with the last like 20 seconds or so here. Get her skill back online. Tighnari's just going to feed her real quick in case I need it. And then Bennett, if we can just get him enough energy. There it is. We can use his burst and then get a very powerful Hayato rotation in here with Bennett's buff and the extra hits from Raiden. 5 seconds left and it's done. Alright. So that wasn't that bad either. Again, I'm a little worried at the end how this is going to go because we're burning through some of our good characters, but so far so good. We'll take Hu Tao. She's a very good main DPS. I will have to build a team around her basically though to make her really be viable. I've got a decent amount of extra flowers from that. I'm still at the point of should I start picking these buffs or should I just keep picking characters? I think I'm going to take one more character and then hold the rest. So, okay. Kazoo is a great team buffer. So I think I'm just going to take him to use for now because, again, at the end, I really want to try to assemble my Nilou Bloom team because that team is going to be amazing just all by itself. So hopefully we can get Nahida again later, but I don't need her now until I can get all the characters for that team. And I think I saved the rest of the flowers, and let's see what we got here. So I could do the 4 robots. Or, one Ruin Guard. Oh, this is, are these both protect? Yeah, I have to protect the monolith. I think it would be easier to protect the monolith just from less enemies if it's only Ruin Guards. They have a little bit more health, but there's like fewer targets. I don't have any bow characters. I guess I could use Yelan to try to get the crit on their eye. Might make this easier, but I'm not going to really even worry about that. I'm just going to want the most amount of single target damage possible, so this wouldn't be a bad time to use Hu Tao, honestly. It's going to be risky, though, without having a shielder for her, which is something I didn't really consider until this exact moment. Don't like using her with Bennett, because while the buff that he provides is nice, it heals her, and if she heals, she does less damage. I think I am going to use Hu Tao here, so we're going to burn through Tighnari. I think I'm going to use Kazua as the main buffer. You know what, it's going to have to be Yelan, so I could just get really big vapes with Hu Tao, and then I just have to be careful about dodging with her, since I don't have really any heals or shields. I think that makes the most sense. We'll see how this works in a second, but I'll show you the characters I haven't shown you yet. So here's my Kazua. There's the stats, just a lot of EM on him, Iron Sting for EM, artifact set, Viridescent Venerer with the EM Goblet, basically just built full EM on him, just to get big swirls and just to buff the team as much as possible. No constellations, there's his talents, and show you my Hu Tao. There you go, pretty good crit damage, crit rate's okay, should be higher. I do have her signature weapon, so that's quite nice. Artifact set right here, Crimson Witch of Flame, pyro damage, crit rate, and HP. Not the best substats, but they are okay. No constellations on her. There's her talents, rank 10 on the first two. And lastly, there's my Yelan, who I just got recently, just started building. Amazing crit damage, not a lot of crit rate. Her HP is about where it wants to be. Do have her signature weapon. It's arguably not the best weapon for her right here, but we got the ER on the Emblem of Severed Fate, along with the Hydro damage and the crit damage, just to buff her off-field DPS. So she is going to be triggering Vapes, along with Hu Tao, or vice versa, and it's basically just her burst for being off-field DPS that we care about with her. So that is the team. Hopefully this works. Gonna have one sip of coffee, and then we're gonna go. Alright, so here goes nothing. Alright, just throwing Tighnari out there for the hell of it. I want to get Yelan's burst online first, so they can get Hydra application, and then we'll use Kazua. Get his swirl and his EM buff online, so we can go Hu Tao, and use charged attacks along with Vape. I want her to get hit here, because I want her health to get lower, so she does more damage. But that first one melted pretty good. Gotta get... Oh, jeez, not what I wanted there. Gotta get Yelan's burst back online for our vape reactions. Get Kazua's burst online. Oh, don't hit the monolith, dude. There you go. Now Hu Tao's gonna be buffed, lose some more HP here, and here we go. Yep, nice 100k crits with her. Get this guy into Kazua's AoE if possible. Okay, she's getting real low, which is good.
Here comes the cat.
Yelan's burst again. Just try to repeat the rotation here. It's going to be a little bit overkill, actually, to go back to Hu Tao right now, but I kind of have to because Yelan's burst is going to fall offline real soon, so see if I can get two enemies in to one of Yelan's burst rotations. I'm out of energy, or stamina rather, so I can't even dodge. We're doing okay. We're basically just stalling for time and trying to keep the monolith alive, so we'll just do this for a little bit of extra energy. Try to get this guy by himself, and then if I can get two of them in one of Yelan's burst rotations, that would be good. So Tighnari's just kind of stalling here, buying us time. Trying to get this guy low. All I like to do is survive for 35 seconds. When I defeat one of these enemies, the timer goes down. But really, I don't even have to defeat these at all. All I gotta do is wait this out and keep its health above 35% by keeping these guys away. So I'm actually fine to just do this. Just kind of a waste of a good team comp, to be honest, but that's fine.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Just for the hell of it. Can't quite get this guy defeated, but we'll just throw out one more rotation. Burst, skill, and okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, that one was really easy. Get the extra star, and move on to the next team. So neither of these are great. Dendro Travelers actually got really good Dendro application. Diluc is just, he's not really built for anything. I just use him for mining, basically. So again, I'm going to take him early, because we have so many more battles ahead. I just need to burn through the not-so-good characters first. We get a free mystery catch. We'll go with that for sure. Yeah, so I can get one free character, but then no more characters join. That's not good. But gain 30 after completing it. Oh. So I can reuse some of those good characters that I've already kind of burned through. But I get 30 fewer flowers after, just for this one act. I think I have to pick one, so we'll go with that one. It's only Hu Tao that I get to use again now, but that's fine. Rare mystery catch for 40 probably isn't bad, but I just want to keep recruiting characters. There's Nilou. You know, we're at the point where we want to start thinking about assembling that Nilou Bloom team. I guess I'll just take her now. She's just going to sit there for a while, though, so I'm going to take one other character as well. Okay, I get 25 flowers refunded. That's cool. There's Nahida. So if we take her, we're halfway to our Nilou Bloom team. We just have to have enough other characters to clear all the stages until I get the other two pieces of it. Yoimiya could be really good, too. I'm going to need a new main DPS in a while. I basically have Hu Tao and Ayato as main DPS. So I don't need her yet, so we'll just take Nahida.
Broaden the horizons again.
And we'll pick our battle. So this one gives 80, gives a little more flowers, which could be good. It is not a protect one. If I could defeat 15 enemies within the time limit, then I'll get the star, which I absolutely want to do. This one worries me because of the Rift Hounds. I would need a healer along with this team to feel comfortable, and I don't really have one. I mean, I've Bennett, but I don't trust that, so we're not doing that one. And these are robots, which are probably pretty easy to deal with. I only have to defeat 9, but I'm going to go with the harder one here. To try to get the extra 20 flowers. Now, I have to be careful with these Kairagi, because they can heal if there's multiple of them on the field at one time. So I need to make sure I have a good team to deal with them. Also, if they, you know, they're Pyro and Electro, so I need to be able to trigger good reactions on them, but I'm going to give it a try here. So let's see what would be a good team to deal with them. It's going to be a lot of little enemies, so more AoE. I think I want Kazuha just to group them up. We've already burned through Tainari, so he's gone. This might be one to just try to burn through Diluc. He can also kind of group them up with his burst, which is useful. And then I could do the Yelan Hu Tao thing again. For the main DPS, but I might want to save that for later too. You know what? Hayato is going to be a lot better at dealing with multiple enemies between his burst and his skill. Hu Tao's better for single target, so I'll save her. Alright, so we're going to do... It's just going to be Diluc to group him up with his burst a little bit, apply some Pyro, Kazuha to swirl it, group him up further, and then it's just Bennett and Ayato, so I'd love to save Bennett for the later stages because he's such a powerful buffer, not to mention Kazuha is as well, but we do Farina for a buffer later. We want to save Yelan and Jiangling for like our off-field DPS to feed into a main DPS. We're going to make the Emily team soon with some more Pyro characters. So I think this is what I'm going to do. These are all characters that I've used before with the exception of Diluc, so I'll just show you Diluc real quick. Again, he's not really built for much. He does have this pretty cool weapon with the extra stickers on it from that quest line in Fontaine, but yeah, you can see he's really not built for much. I got him really, really early. He was my first 5-star, I believe. So I just kind of threw some stuff on him that I had at the start of the game, and I never went back and got anything better. So that's all he has. I've gotten him many times since then. He is C4. Maybe worth building. I'm sure Diluc mains would, you know, envy the fact that he's C4 and that I haven't built him, but there's the stats. He's really not going to do too much for me. You're basically funneling into Ayato here, hoping we can get some good AoE damage going out and defeat 15 opponents in time. So here we go. Try to group them up like this a little bit. Throw out his skill for some quick energy. And have Kazuha go ahead. Oops, that got dodged out. That's not good. I want him in a nice, neat pile. And then Bennett can buff Hayato's burst and his skill. And if I could swirl that Pyro, I can get some good vape reactions here. There we go. I don't know what a Fruit of the Vine is when it appeared. I don't know if that's good or bad. Let's try to get his burst back online. I'm going to just take out this Pyro one because it's going to heal the Electro one anyway. The Electro one is actually getting kind of even now, so let's see if I can kill them together. If I put a bunch of damage into this Electro one and then the Pyro one dies and full heals, it's going to be a pretty big waste. So let's try to keep them at the same HP. Kill them together. Get him before he heals. Good. Okay, that worked out. And while we're empowered here, we should be swirling Pyro. Yep. Drop his burst while we're empowered. Not doing great here, to be honest. Just do what we can, try to get some reactions going over here, build some more energy from getting these guys defeated, so we can get another rotation going. Need Kazua's burst online. Let's get this all grouped up, like so. There we go. Burst, Bennett burst. Hayato skill, get the vapes. That's where all the damage is coming from, right here. I don't know what the Fruit of the Vine is. I don't know if that's something I should be using or what, but I gotta defeat 6 enemies in 15 seconds, or at least 3 to finish the stage. I don't know if that's gonna happen, so
one with nature.
Try again like this, like that. While we're buffed, use the skill, use the burst. Alright, I'm gonna retry. I think I can make this team work, but I'm gonna have to play a lot better. Get them grouped up and just nuke them and really try to be better about my energy building so that I can get Hayato's burst with his skill in Bennett's buff a lot more frequently. Same with Kazoo. I just need to empower Hayato. That's where all the damage is coming from. It might not even be worth using a Diluc for anything, so... Oh, I could always change the team too. Let's give it another try like this, and if I need to change the team, I can. Because there's definitely some better characters that I could use. Again, I just want to try to save them for later, so we'll try one more time like this at least. Let's do this, just quickly get the energy particles flowing so that he bursts and then picks them up. Kazua needs to group these guys up for me, which isn't going to happen again. Let's just go for it. There we go, they're kind of together. Skills online, we're bursting, and we are going to melt these guys, or vaporize them, I suppose. I should have skilled after the burst, so I had more time on it. That was a mistake. And again, energy regen's not great. Let's get this one guy out of the picture quickly, so that the electric guy just heals. That's going to be fine. Build some more energy so we can get Kazua's burst online right here. And Bennett's burst for the buff. Before Hayato skill because he can't burst yet. Yeah, we're a little slow again, I think. Let's see if I can just get his burst in Bennett's and Kazua's buff. And then we're going to have to go back to farming energy for a second here. Just throw out this burst. Just maybe pick off that guy there. If I can get the 2 Kairagi down together, that would be ideal. But that's not going to happen. This guy's going to end up healing unless I defeat him right now. He's going to heal right here. Oh, come on, just get him. Damn, he healed. Alright, well, just keep trying to cycle through rotations here. Bennett's burst not online. I'm a little quicker than last time, but not quick enough. Just throw that out for Pyro application. Yeah, I'm all out of sync now. You know what? I'm going to restart one more time. We're going to go with this team comp one more time. I think I can do it and save the better characters for later. I think I need to use Diluc less, to be honest. And just get the main rotation going. So we'll just throw out his burst. No skill this time. Nice. Now I can get him grouped up with Kazua. I just missed that guy on the outside. That's fine. Buff's online. We're swirling Pyro. We get Bennett's buff online. This time I burst before skill. And we get lots of vaporized reactions going here with the swirls. A few more hits. Get that guy out of the picture. And then again, if I could just take out this one guy, and I don't have to worry about the Electro guy healing, so we'll use Diluc's skill for that. Nice. Now if I could just group up all these right here. One guy just dodged, but let's see if I could use Kazua. Nice. Get him into one neat pile, and then use his burst. And then Bennett's burst. And then Hayato's skill I can burst after because it's not online yet. Oh, that guy needs to go down. There we go. And shoot. burst while we're in Bennett's buff. And now I need to do a little bit of energy farming here, I think, just to get the rotation back online. I'll use the Luke's skill for that. We'll throw out his burst. Get rid of that last guy, maybe? There we go, yep. Now, Fire Guy's going to heal, but that's fine. Now we got the 2 Karagi up. This is where I need to defeat them at the same time. Ah, screw it. We're just doing Bennett's burst. I can get Kazuha's burst right here. And then Ayato, it's going to have to be skill. His burst isn't up. And we just hope we can defeat these 2 at the exact same time. If I can get his burst online. Oh no, don't heal, don't heal. Ah, he healed. Damn. Oh well. Let's just do what we can here. A little bit of damage. Group him up. Bennett. Buff. Buff. Good. Skill. Get rid of that guy. I gotta defeat 3 more in 10 seconds. I don't think it's gonna happen. Maybe. Oh, we're so close. No, I'm getting 2 of them, but not 3. Alright. I'm gonna try one more time. Because I know I can do this. A lot of it's about positioning and then energy management. I just want to burn through Diluc. I want to save the better characters, so there we go. Let's quickly go. Burst. Get them grouped up now. Yes, good group. Quickly. Buff online. Bennett, buff online. Burst first. And then skill. And melts. Where's that other guy? There you go, we got him. He's behind us, but we got him. Keep going with these vapes. Finish off this guy. Oh, just finish him. There we go, good. 3 new guys. See if we can get them down. Kind of together. Gonna do a little bit of energy recharge. Throw out Diluc's burst to get him a little bit better grouped up. Finish off these 2 guys with Kazuha right here. As we get buffs online at the same time. That's perfect. Buff. Buff. We're gonna have to skill first. Get some good vaporize reactions. Shit, got knocked back. Jesus. Alright. We'll just get his burst in the buff. We'll just deal with the 1 electro guy there. We'll let the fire guy heal. That's fine. We'll pick off this weak guy first. And as we group them up, like so. Another skill. And then we'll do a full rotation after. Oh, shoot. Just use Diluc. Get some energy for everyone, throw out his burst. Now, if that could take care of this 1 little guy, right there. Now if we can group everything up with Kazuha, we can do a full rotation right here. Group it up, swirl the Pyro, Bennett buff, online. Nato's burst, still not up, so we're gonna have to skill. If we had his burst up before that, this would have probably defeated all of them, but we'll throw it out a little bit late. We gotta do 5 of them in 20 seconds. Keep building energy. Gotta get Bennett's buff online. Diluc's gonna feed some energy here. That guy just healed. I gotta defeat those 2 together and then I'm done. Got 12 seconds. Buff. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Defeat him together so he doesn't heal. Oh, he's gonna heal right now. If I defeat these two little guys. Ah, darn it. Shoot. I was so close. I really want that star. I want a star every stage, so we're going to try again. I know I could do this. I don't want to keep, like, beating my head against a wall, but I just need to be, like, 2 seconds better here. So let's go again. Again, burst. Get that good group right at the start. Yep. Group them up. Bennett burst online. Come on, Bennett, where are you? Why does it not switch characters? What the hell? Okay, hang on. Gonna restart. I was hitting the wrong button, it wasn't switching to Bennett, so that's not good. Alright, I believe we got it. Burst. Kazuha, get him in, get the good group in. Perfect, get his burst online. Bennett, burst online. Hayato, burst first, then skill. Lots of vaporize reactions. If we can swirl on with these guys there. Pretty good. If I can keep these 2 guys even, that would save a lot of time because I don't have to DPS them again after I heal. So let's try to get them even. Throw out Diluc's burst. Get them grouped up like so. Yes, good. Bennett's burst right there, and then skill. Ah, he healed. Darn it. So close to defeating him before he healed. We'll just throw out his... Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. Wanted to get his burst online while he wasn't Bennett's buff. That's a missed opportunity there. Now we just gotta farm energy for a little bit. Just throw out the burst for the hell of it. Okay, on time. Group these guys up. No, I missed.
Time to go.
It's not going well. Not going well at all. If I could just get this one guy down, get a fresh guy out, and then defeat the two of these guys together. I'm gonna do Bennett first, and then Kazura.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
And then skill. I think that guy's gonna heal. I can't be getting hit during the skill. Yeah, he's gonna heal. That's where I'm losing all my time. But we're not too far off, so if I could get the Fire Karagi down lower here and defeat the two of them at the same time, I can do this. We're just gonna have to use Bennett's skill here, along with Burst is finally back. Skill, go for Vapes, try to keep him even, see if we can do a big Kazoo swirl at the end. Right here. Group him up. Burst. Oh, don't heal, don't heal, don't heal. Oh, he healed. Oh, come on. Just gotta defeat one. Just gotta defeat one. Oh, we got it. Okay. That was really sloppy, but we got it. I knew I could get it with this team, so that's that. We got the star. We get all the flowers, and we move on to the next one. That was stressful. Obtain 30 flowers. Oh, that's from the catch from the beginning. All right. I'm going to take Kokomi. That completes my Nilou Bloom team. I'm going to want to save that for like the last couple of stages, I feel like. So I'm just going to get another random companion. There's 8 people left. We got 25 flowers back. I still have Yelan, so I don't need Xingqiu necessarily because they do the same thing. I do want to get that burning team going. I think I'm just going to take all time for now, and then I am going to take one more companion. What is this? I get to pick whoever I want? Is that what this is? Yeah, I think it is. So if I can get a good Pyro character... ooh, okay. So, let me think. Between Arlecchino and Yoimiya, it's going to be... Because we have a boss battle coming up, so we want like really good single target damage. So Emily can be good with that, along with... I mean, Jiangling's great off-field Pyro. And then, honestly, that takes care of almost all the burning reactions. You know what? I could use Altaheim as well for more Dendro, and then for the main DPS, I don't know if it makes much of a difference between taking Yoimiya or Arlecchino. I think Arlecchino actually does a little bit better with Vapes. So I'm going to go Yoimiya. Okay. So I think I know what we're doing here. I'll explain it when we get there, I guess. But, oh geez, we got to fight the 3 of them. I thought this was single target. Oh well. We'll find out. 70 seconds to defeat this boss. Alright, so it's going to be... to start, we do... I think we just get her skill up first, and then we start burning with Jiangling, and then we can get more Dendro application from him. I very rarely use him, but then after that we would switch to Yoimiya for the main DPS. So again, I'll show you the characters, but let me just check first, because I so rarely use him. I know... Yeah, his burst does a Dendro AoE damage, which is what I was thinking, so... Alright, so I'll show you him real quick. There's his stats, just using this weapon, which I'm not even going to try to pronounce. His artifact set, so he has Deepwood Memories, so we get some Dendro Shred, which I don't know if that helps at all with the burning reactions, probably not, but that's what we got with him. No constellations, you saw his talents, and then... I'll show you my Emily here, who I just recently built. I haven't really used her much. She could definitely be better, but she does have her signature weapon. Using Unfinished Reverie here, again, just to buff that burning damage as much as possible. Not great substats necessarily, but there you go. No constellations on her. There's her talents. Really just worried about getting her skill online and using that for burning. And then the Yoimiya, there's her stats. Good amount of crit. Crit damage is okay. We do have her signature weapon as well. Artifacts, Shimenawa's Reminiscence. There you go. Pyro damage, crit rate. Nice crit damage on that flower. And there you go. No constellations. There's her talents. All auto attack damage that we buff with her skill. We'll throw out some bursts for extra burning, probably. And we'll see how this goes. I'm probably going to have to get everything pretty grouped up for this to work, so let's just give it a shot. Okay, hopefully get it grouped up, get her skill online. Oh, Jingling, let's get her burst going. So we get some burning, get the Dendro field online, and then switch to Emiya and just start burning things. Oh, whoa, she's getting trucked. Just gonna throw her burst to buy some breathing room. Get more Pyro going. Get more Dendro going. Try to just burn everything. I can't even switch back because she's got no health.
This'll brighten up the place.
I'll get some more Dendro and burning reactions going on with this double from her burst and her skill. Good burning, good damage from Jiangling. Get the AoE Dendro application here. And if I cannot get hit, he's dead. If I can get to Emiya, get her skill online, I can get some really good burning from this too. Okay, wow. Yikes, I gotta dodge better. I can maybe finish this, but let's just get a clean attempt in. I got a little greedy there. I didn't even look at what they were doing. Emiya took way too much damage at the start. We got to keep her healthy. We got to keep everyone healthy. Otherwise, it seems like the damage is definitely there with the burning reactions. So let's do it again. Skill online. Skill. Whoa. Dodge. Good. Skill and burst. Burst for more Dendro. And Emiya. Skill. And now we're burning. We're burning everything we can. Hopefully get them in that little AoE from Emily there. And then go back to her, get another one down, just get her burst online. Get lots of Dendro application out. More Pyro from Jiangling. And we're just fishing for burning here. Come on. It's only this one guy that's actually in the Dendro, but this guy barely burned. Uh-oh, he's right. Get the skill online. This Pyronado does so much damage. Gotta try to trigger as much burning as possible with that. Trying to lure them towards this Dendro applicator here. Oh, we're a lot slower this time for some reason. And she's down. Alright, it's gonna restart. I'm not sure why we're so much slower that time. Maybe being greedy on that first one helped. I have to try to get them in like a pile so that they're all within the Dendro application circle. And then just burn them with the Pyronado and Emiya. So give it another shot. Try to get them grouped up. Dodge. Oh, jeez. Yeah, they just lunge right out of the way. That's not good. Lots of burning, lots of burning.
The process of elimination.
Get his AoE out, and Jesus. Go back to Emiya. We can get some really good burning in right here on these two that are standing in the Dendro applicator. Gonna switch back. Oh jeez, I'm just doing this to buy me some time. Use her burst because I'm invulnerable during it. There we go. That's more like it. Lots of application. Dendro, unfortunately, he's down. I'm just gonna Pyronado. There we go. This is working. We get skill online. We get Pyronado online for lots of damage and lots of burning. Then we're gonna go back to Emiya. Use her skill. Make sure I'm dodging and getting lots of burning. Did not dodge. All right. Gonna restart one more time. I notice what I'm doing. I'm dashing in, and then I have no stamina when I get there. I'm just gonna walk in. That might actually help them group up a little better. I want to get like as much front-loaded damage as possible here. So there's skill. Skill and burst. Hopefully we can burn at least these two. Get them applied with Dendro. Get the big AoE circle down, and then Emiya. Skill for burning. Pick up that chili for extra attack. And one guy's melting anyway. Just gonna throw out her burst. All the Dendro applied for more burning. Okay, she's still alive, that's fine. They're nice and grouped up right now, so let's get lots of Dendro application. Can use a little fire guy for that, forget his name. So I'm panicking. Lots of Dendro application here. Get the AoE circle down, we need to get that Pyronado out right now when they're grouped up. Nice, pick up the chili for the extra attack. Back to Emiya, if she can live for just a few seconds. She can do lots and lots of burning. She's down, but I think we got time. Pick up the chili, get this right on top of him, get Gooba out, and there we go. We get lots of Dendro and Pyro application from Gooba, and we did it, I think. I wasn't even watching the timer. Okay, we did. Good. Alright, moving on to the next one. That was pretty intense, but that seemed to work out. Again, these are characters that like I don't use all the time, so I'm kind of learning in real time what works and what doesn't. Man, we're only halfway. This is going to get tricky. Alright, I think, again, I still have Yelan, so I don't need Jingcho yet. We'll take Arlecchino. She can be a good main DPS. And we'll see what we have to deal with next here. So, we'll take the free mystery catch, of course. The one random character returns. And I get 20 less flowers. Yeah, this one we don't do. Because it makes it so that no alternate cast members can join after I pick it. So, darn. Of all the characters to bring back, the guy who's level 71. That's unfortunate, but at least it was free. At this point, I may want to start saving flowers for buffing the team with those buffs at the top, the reaction buffs, or any of just the generic buffs. I think at this point we'll hold flowers, so we have a boss battle next. These all give 70. We got Vishaps. We got... I hate these guys. I'm not even going to deal with them. If I have enough Hydro characters, it's probably manageable. I mean, I could do, like, Farina, Yelan. I would literally want, like, an all-Hydro team to deal with this, but I want to save Kokomi and Nilou for the Bloom team, so I'm not doing that one. And then we got the Mech team. So I think I could deal with the Mechs pretty easily. Vishaps don't really scare me either. I can get good reactions off of them. The Electro and the Cryo one I'm not worried about. The Hydra one, you know what, I could vape off of him. I think this is what we're going to do. Got 90 seconds. Yeah, let's do this, and then I'm going to need to think for a second what the best team to deal with it's going to be, but there's got a lot of choices. That Burning team seemed to work really well. So I'm going to save that team for another boss fight. I'm definitely saving the Nilou Bloom team for a boss fight. So that basically forces me to use everybody else. So it would be... Well, this might be pretty good, because it's going to be Farina as a buffer, which is great. That's why I've been waiting to use her. She's a great buffer. I have her pretty well built. Yelan for off-field Hydro application, and then we're going to leverage that into Vapes. So, just Diluc again, just to get rid of them, and Arlecchino is going to be the Vapor, because I want to save 1, 2, 3 for the Burning team, and then hopefully I could pick up another Pyro character to use with the Emily Burning team. So, okay. We're going to see how this goes. I'll show you Arlecchino and Farina real quick. So here's the Farina. There's her stats. Ton of crit damage. Okay, crit rate. Using her signature weapon right there. Beautiful. Here's her artifact set. Not the best, but, you know, decent enough. HP scaling. Big crit damage circlet. There's the flower. There's the feather. Now, I do have her at C2, which is why she's really, really good. She buffs people very quickly and very strongly. And then, of course, rank 10 on her burst, just to buff everyone, so she's an amazing buffer. Does pretty good damage on her own with her skill, and applies a lot of Hydro. So she's going to be solid, and I'll show you Arlecchino. There's the stats, not the best. She does have her signature weapon, though, which is nice. Artifact set right here, decent, not the best. There's the substats. There's everything I got on her, with the Fragment of Harmonic Whimsy. No Constellation, and there's her talents. Basically, using her skill, auto-attacking in Pyro mode, and getting Vapes. So, that's the team. I need 1 second here. Alright, and we are good to go. So, gonna have to see how these guys are spread out and how much we can kind of just group them up and hit them with all of Arlecchino's basics, but gotta do it in 90 seconds, so here goes nothing. We're gonna skill and burst right after that. Simple Yelan, skill and burst. We are now ready to vape. I'm just gonna go straight to Arlecchino. Use your skill, hold B. Oh yeah, look at that. Huge vape damage with her basics. Oh, this is gonna be cake. This is no problem. I'm just being greedy now because this is so easy. I gotta get a little more energy up here though. There we go, skill burst. And Yelan, burst. Diluc, just for the heck of it. But I shouldn't. I should just use Arlecchino's skill, hold B, and then bait these guys again. Huge vapes. Come on, finish that guy. And we got the Pyro guy. There we go. Alright, that was super, super easy. That's a pretty good team I got there. Diluc, totally useless, but honestly, any team that has Farina, she just makes them do so much more damage. And then the extra Yelan damage from her burst going into Vapes with Arlecchino is always going to be very strong. Okay, so Neuvillette is like a decent main DPS, and this is mostly just use her for Dendro application. I already have Altheim for that. I still have main DPS available between Yoimiya and Arlecchino, so I'm just going to take Traveler. Could get some good Dendro application. It's about time I start building the Bloom teams. I was saving them for last because I think they're the strongest. And we already have one buff for the Bloom team, so we got the boss this time. Vishap, Primordial Vishap. So again, gonna want like a good single target team, I think. I really want to save the Nilou Bloom team just for the last 2 stages. I'll just breeze through them. So at this point, you know what? At this point, I think I just start taking buffs. You know what? I could do the Emily team here. I don't even need to recruit anyone else. I have enough to finish, because I'll do the Emily Burning team here, and then I'll just do the Nilou Bloom team for the last 2 stages. So why don't we just buff the Emily team for this one fight? Characters have 70% increased pyro resistance against burning damage. I guess that's kind of helpful if I burn myself. Wow, 500% burning reaction. Okay, that's an easy choice. And then, yeah, I'm just going to buff the Bloom team again for the last 2 stages. It's an easy decision. Oh, I get to pick. So always create 2 cores, basically, or extra Dendro damage. And I want more cores, because the Nilou cores are huge. And I got 80 left, so we could take a new character, which again, we don't need. Or I could buff the Burning team, or I could save the flowers. I think I'm going to buff the Burning team, just to be sure that I can clear this stage. After dealing multiple instances of damage against opponents through burning, unleash a wildfire. Deals AoE, that doesn't really help. After he deals Dendro damage to a burning opponent, get a combustion core. That sounds better for single targets, so we'll take that. And we'll do the boss. 70 seconds. I think we can do this. No problem. Alright. So again, it'll be Emily first. Get the Dendro skill down. And then... Okay. So this is the trick here, because I have 2 Pyro main DPS. I really only need 1. I kind of need to save everyone else for the last 2 levels. So, I mean, who's going to be the best main DPS for burning? Arlecchino requires a bit more field time, I think, than Yoimiya. So we'll do... Hu Tao probably does the most single target damage, but it's going to take a while to get her health low enough to really benefit from it. And then she also needs to sit on the field a little bit longer. So I think I'll just do this. I think we can make this work. Let's see how it goes. We can always change it up, but let's get her skill online. Let's get Yoimiya's skill online. Oh no, it moved right away, but it's okay. Let's see how we can do a burning damage here. Burn, burn, burn. I think I wanted to do double Altheim first. For double Dendro, I mean. Just for more application, yeah.
Transfixed.
Now we should be getting way more Dendro application, and then with Arlecchino's skill, we'll be getting our burning Pyro application. And the Vapes here, which are really nice as well. I gotta break that shield. Let's try another rotation. Let's do skill. I meant to go to Altheim here for more Dendro application, but we're getting Virgin, Vape, and Burning. There goes Yoimiya. RIP. Back to Altheim, Dendro application. From his burst. Oh, Arlecchino's already down. Are they burning to death? Is that what's happening? Maybe. But anyway, I know I'm not explaining this well, but I think I want to do double Dendro first, so I have more instances of Dendro going out for when I trigger the burning reactions. So let's just set it up in that order. And then, here we go. Skill. Just going to use this burst. We got lots of Dendro being applied. Yoimiya's skill. And we are now burning. Okay, his burst doesn't even stay on field, so I'm getting the same amount burning. Alright, we're gonna go back to Emily here, get a new one down. This time we'll go Arlecchino, while we wait for everyone needs skill to come back online. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. I just gotta be able to break through the shield really quickly. This is where going to Ultime would help. I can just use this Dendro here to create cores that are then gonna burst. Let's refresh Emily's skill. Let's just go right back to Arlecchino. She seems to be doing way more damage. Got a big Burgeon. Hopefully we're getting some good burning in here. Burning good, I see it. Dodging as much as I can. Back to Ultime to break the shield. Just generate a whole bunch of cores. That's fine. Back to Emily, just for the hell of it. And Yoimiya skill into Burgeon, into burning. And that's that. Alright, again, that was pretty easy, so going to the next stage. Doesn't even matter who I take here. I'm using the same 4 characters for the last 2 stages, but we will take Clarin because she is cool. I do also like Jing Cho quite a lot, but I think we're just going to coast through these last 2 stages. No point in taking Burning, no point in recruiting a new character. Let's just take a look at the Mystery Catch. Can get a rare one for 15 flowers. No one else can join. See, at this point, this is kind of good because I have enough characters to finish, so I don't care that no one else will join. But I also don't even need the special guest star, so it doesn't matter. We'll do that one. Gives us a rare mystery catch for only 15 flowers. Companion events cost 10 less. Doesn't matter because I'm not recruiting anymore. And again, this one doesn't matter either because I don't need her. But we do get her back, I guess. Really, I was just looking for buffs at this point. If I could buff my my Dendro team. Not going to be vaping anymore. Don't need a random character. We'll just save the flowers for the last stage then. So why does that have a mark on him? Is he super scary? He's got a warning sign. That's actually fine because I'm going to run 2 healers with this team. You'll see the Pyro I can usually burn through pretty well with the Hydro characters that I use along with this Bloom team. 65 seconds, 85 seconds. I have more time to do this one. These guys are a little bit tougher, but I also counteract by healing a lot. So I'm just going to do this one. I'll show you my Nilou Bloom team. It's just going to melt these last 2 levels as far as I know. I almost don't want to use it. I almost want to try some other character team combinations against these like more difficult enemies that I don't really ever use or get a chance to try out, but I think I'm just going to go with like kind of the tried and true here. So it is Nilou, it is Kokomi for healing and Hydro application, it is Nahida for Dendro application and EM buff, and then I use Yao Yao for some additional healing through the bountiful cores that explode and do a lot of damage, and she also has the Deepwood memory set for the Dendro Shred so that the cores do more damage. So I'll just show you how I have this team set up real quick. Here is Nahida, there's her stats. Signature weapon, all maxed out, rank 1. Artifact set, she uses Gilded Dreams. She ends up triggering a lot of the cores, so high EM on her, a lot of elemental mastery. 4 bigger cores, got the EM on the sands, there you go. Now I do have her at C2, that's why this team is so good. The Dendro cores can't crit, so that's a lot of damage, and there's her talents. I could make this a little bit stronger, but the way that I use it with this team, it's only going to have more duration because I only use Hydro characters. I don't use Pyro or Electro. I guess I do get a little bit more. No, I don't. All it does is extend the duration, and I already get enough duration to cast it basically off cooldown and have 100% uptime, so there's no point in getting that to rank 10. But anyway, that's Nahida. And then here's Nilou. There's the stats. Rank 5. Signature weapon, sorry, rank 1, 5-star signature weapon. Artifact set, she's just built for HP. The more HP that she has, the bigger the blooms are, that her bountiful cores are. I think I have her just shy of the 400% maximum damage from cores, but she's very, very close. No constellations on her, and there's her talents. Doesn't really matter, all I do is use her for buffing the big cores. You can do the math if you read that, and see what her HP is, but I think we get very, very close to 400% extra core damage. And then Kokomi as a healer, there's her stats, 5-star weapon on her, rank 1, signature weapon, just for some extra hydro damage and healing. I do use Ocean Hued Clam. I could be running like a better EM set potentially, but I do like just the flat damage that she deals from the Ocean Hued Clam when she's in her burst. So, you know, I like this. It's a little more versatile. I can use her in other teams, not have to switch. So, there you go. And then she is maxed out. I do like my Kokomi. She's very good. And then Yao Yao. There's the stats. Weapon, just a contained cross spear that I never bothered to get up to refinement rank 5. Again, she runs the Deepwood Memories for the Dendro Shred. Not really good substats. Doesn't really matter. I have her built for HP, just for extra healing. She's just really for healing, Dendro Application, and Dendro Shred. C6, which is nice, and there's her talents. It's basically all I do on her, so that's the team. Now, hopefully I don't eat my words and fail at this. This should be incredibly easy. I use this team a lot as my main team, so that's why I was so excited for this one. We get Miu's skill online, switch to Nikita, we mark them all up, throw out her burst. And then we go to Kokomi, get her skill online for Hydro Application, Yao Yao for Dendro Shred, back to Kokomi, and we burst, and we just throw out Hydro, and get that good Ocean Heat Clam damage, while Yao Yao's little rabbit is applying Dendro. And then when that runs out, we just repeat by reapplying with Nahida, back to Kokomi for a couple of Hydro basics, back to Nilu, refresher buff for the big cores, Yao Yao again, skill, so we're applying Dendro, and then Kokomi, burst. As long as that Dendro is getting applied by the little rabbit, we're just in her burst, applying Hydro, triggering cores, along with Nihida's skill. Also triggering Dendro, applying cores, refresh Nihida, right there, Yao Yao again, back to Kokomi, throw out the jellyfish for the hell of it, and I think we're good. Bounty's defeated 3 of 2. That's what this little triangle mark is above the guy's head, so we did it. We're just waiting for the timer to run out at this point. I'll just defuse as many as I can for the hell of it, I guess. I'm just pushing random buttons at this point, doesn't even matter. As we blew through this one as expected. So, mark them up with Nahida, refresh her burst for the hell of it, refresh the core buff, get another Yao Yao's skill out for Shred. I'm actually going to throw out her burst, because this just like tops the whole team really quickly. That's why I wasn't afraid of fighting these Rift Hounds. We'll refresh. Nahida skill, throw out the jellyfish, we got lots of Hydro Application going out. Got a brand new set of enemies, so we'll refresh on them. Back to Nilu, good Hydro Application, get the core buff online, Yao Yao for Shred, back to Kokomi, use the burst. Lots of damage, lots of Hydro Application, lots of cores blowing up, we'll just heal through it as they blow up. And that's how that team works. So, we defeated 6 out of 2 of the required ones, and we did it well within 85 seconds. So, yeah, that team is solid. Doesn't matter who I take here. I'll take Child for the hell of it. Tainari already had his chance. And we will do the last stage. So, might as well burn through the flowers. No point in saving them. I don't need any other companions. Interesting. If I can get to exactly 0, then I can get a free 80. Otherwise, I'm just going to click this and just get a random 20 flowers. Buff the Bloom team. You know, before I do, let me check what boss this is, because... Ooh. Okay, interesting. So this is actually... This guy counters the Bloom team pretty hard, because I cannot break through his Cryo Shield, or his Electro Shield, I believe, with my Blooms. So I may need to use a different team for this. After all that talk about how easy this was going to be. Thankfully, I think I have the characters I would need for that. I would do Farina... and end up funneling into Hu Tao, or Clarin maybe even. Now I'm wondering if I should actually recruit somebody in case I can't do this with the Bloom team, but I think I'm going to be a little risky here. I'm just going to buff the Bloom team again. Do I just buff it to 4 for the hell of it? Or do I take another character and play it safe? I have enough to do both. Yeah, let's do this. Buff the Bloom team again. Dendro and Hydro damage bonus. AoE damage doesn't really matter, so we'll do that. And then I'll take one more random companion. There's only 3 characters left. I get 25 flowers back. Now here is where I think I take Xingqiu for off-field hydro application. Not that I don't already have Farina to do that. Nuvalet is a good main DPS, but I don't have him as built as I would like, so we're going to end up using Hu Tao for a main DPS if the Bloom team doesn't work here, so I'm just taking Xingqiu. I got 25 flowers left. Doesn't help me out at all. And this is the boss, so give it a shot. I think it said 2 minutes, 120 seconds to defeat him. So again, we're just doing Bloom team, and we're going to see 75 seconds, so a minute 15. Now, depending on what shield he puts up first, I might actually not be able to do this in time because I will have to wait out the shield. But I'm kind of hoping that I could just do enough damage while the shield is down that it won't matter, especially with the level 4 buff on the Bloom team, but give it a shot, see how it looks. So, get skill online, mark him up with Dendro, get the burst online for more EM, get the jellyfish out, and yeah. Okay, so we are able to do damage to this shield. Gonna throw out a burst, I'm gonna break the shield real quick. While Yao Yao's little bunny is out, we get lots of Dendro application. And fire next, perfect, we can break the fire shield. So we're gonna refresh the buffs here, get another bunny out, and jellyfish, good. So we got Dendro and Hydro all being passively applied, burning through the Hydro shield. Gonna get burst back online for extra EM, refresh the bunny. Ooh, we're gonna get Cryo next, I can feel it. Get as much damage in as I can while he's down. Come on, cores. Ooh, an Electro, good. Okay. So we got plenty of time. Just gonna refresh the core buff, make sure we have it till the end. Break through the shield, and there you go. Alright, so nice little ending scene there with Nahita's burst. And we did it. So that was a hard mode, or harder than hard mode, virtuous mode, whatever it was called. Let's let the credits roll here, and then I will take a look at the rewards. Maybe talk about a couple other things. But did pretty good. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Thankfully, I have enough characters. I mean, this is just impossible if you don't have, like, that many characters. My first time using Mualani, I literally just finished building her right before I did this. So cool to see that she can get some pretty big hits. Usually it's Hu Tao that gets the biggest hit, so that was surprising to see. Yeah, Nilu, I guess, got credit for all those kills. Kakomi just eating bountiful cores, but healing through it. She didn't even die once, so that's pretty good. Yeah, 21 different characters. That's why this is so tricky. Yeah, that vape team, Diluc didn't even do anything. It was just Farina buff, Yelan, Hydro application into Arlecchino. That was a really good team. If I could throw Bennett in Diluc's place, I think I might use that team in the Abyss and some other places. Use lots of flowers, no point hanging on to them, that's fine. And the cast list at the end, I guess. You can see all the different team combos that I used. Some of them weren't great, you know, just trying to burn through the trial characters early. And then save, you know, the really good team for the end. That Emily Byrne team, that was like the first time I tried using that team as well. That one worked pretty well. So we got a good vape team, a good burn team, and a good bloom team. And that's how we were able to get through it in just under 14 minutes. Act 10, all 10 stars, and that's it. So, show you the rewards here, in case you were curious, but you probably already know. That. Oh, cool. So yeah, the first time that you do any act, you get these rewards, but this is a one-time only thing. But it used to only go up to Act 8 on hard mode. Now that it goes up to Act 10, you get these extra rewards just for the very first time. So unless they bump it up to 12 or something in the future, which I highly doubt, you know, these are one-time rewards that I've earned. And then every time it resets every month, you get all of these based on how many you clear. So I think 6 is normal mode, 8 is hard mode, and then I get these special 2 for doing the Valorous mode. So in total, we get quite a lot. 800 primos, 3 of these that I'll show you what they're for in a second. 500k more, pretty nice. Some good upgrade material, and some of the new Natlan talent level ups, some more artifact material, and some more talent level ups. So Pretty good rewards for about an hour of time. Got a couple achievements out of that too. I'm just gonna check what those are. Oh, I got that earlier. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So 9 toy medals you can get now if you did the other 2. Still haven't gotten these ones. Maybe I'll try for that next month. Visionary mode, yep, that's what we just did, so we get that. 6 Stella. I don't even remember what that means, but we did it. 8 Stella, what are Stellas? 10 Stella? I don't remember what Stellas are, but I guess we did it. And then, oh, this is something else from earlier too, so don't worry about that. Still working my way through Natlan. Okay, so we get those extra achievements for clearing it like that. And then, I think it's here, we can spend our toy medals on these little poses. So I believe, yeah, these are the ones from the past seasons that I've showed off in my other videos. This one's amazing. It's like such a unique pose with the glowing sword. These other ones are kind of boring, you know? They're just, yeah, they're just standing there. It's just kind of boring. But these are the new ones. So Kale looking out there, I guess. Sino, again, it's like just a pose. The little crackling lightning is cool, but like if you had his glowing wolf claw out, I think that would be a lot cooler, you know, more like this Raiden one with the sword. Nervalet with a little glowing goblet, it's alright, I guess. And then the little amber pose. I guess they're kind of cool, you know, they're fun little poses, but I just think this one's so much cooler than the rest. I feel like they should all have, like, you know, their weapon out and be glowing and that kind of stuff, but anyway, I have 6 of them built up. I think I will end up getting Yolan's just with the little glowy dice. I do like his little goblet here. Sino one's okay with the crackling electricity. I should probably save them. I mean, there's 4 every month, so as long as I save 1, then I'll get 3 next month, and I can get all 4 new ones if all 4 new ones are amazing, so I could burn through another couple here. Kaya with the coin. You see like how boring this is? It's just nothing. There's nothing going on. If it was like this pose with his blue sword, that would be amazing. The Gene one's okay, I guess, because of the little dandelion, so that's what we'll do. So that is that. And then there's also this, which I think there were a couple new ones this month, so I'm just going to show that real quick, too. Let's see. Oh, they're not out yet. But yeah, you get these keys. Actually, I'm at 4 out of 4 keys, so I am going to have to burn through these or else I'll overcap the next time I go to do it. But I just didn't particularly care for any of these ones. But you need to get the character to level 90, you need to get their friendship to level 8, and then it's 2 keys, and then you unlock this little animation behind them when they run. So I think I saw they're coming out with a Zhongli one, which I'm excited about personally. Diluc one's cool, if you like Diluc, like that's really cool, but I never use them, so I've just been saving the keys, but as you can see on the top, I'm at 4 out of 4, so I will have to use them soon, or else the next time this resets, I will not get any new ones. Actually, maybe even this time I won't get any new ones, because I think you get 2 each time, and this is the 3rd time, so maybe I should have already used them, but anyway, just rambling at this point. You do also get, whoops, down here, if you complete at least Act 8, which is just hard mode, we did Act 10, but you get quite a lot of extra BP, which is nice. So, get the level up material for Alani there, because she did really good in that one. Speaking of which, why don't I just burn a couple wishes, just at the tail end of the video here. Nothing from our free standard banner wish. And you know what? I wouldn't mind C1 Mualani. I don't have a lot of pity built up, but I'm just going to burn through the gems that I have, because maybe we get lucky and get a C1 Mualani. Based on how she did at the beginning of this event, I think I may want to use her again in the future, so we're just going to go for it. We're not saving. Come on. Couple more. Nope. And 2 more wishes after this. Oh, no. Thought that might be it, but nope. That is our C7 Kachina, so that doesn't help us at all. Nothing there. 2 more, because we can do that. And we could spend, I just burn these on wishes basically. I noticed they added this. It's almost worth saving up to get the crowns, but I already have a pretty good stockpile. So last wish. Nah, I thought that might be it. That would have been a great way to end it with a C1 Mualani, but anyway. That's it for the event for this month. Nobody really watches these, but I do enjoy making them. I think it's cool just, you know, in case people want to get some ideas for their own teams, see what different character combinations might work, that kind of stuff. I don't think I really do the best job at explaining in real time what I'm doing. I don't know the most about this game or the various characters and all that kind of stuff. I have a few teams that I know pretty well, but it is also fun to go in with like brand new teams and just try them out for the first time and, you know, again, hopefully give people ideas about what kind of teams they can use when they go to do it. So I'll do another one next month, but that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Glad we got it all done on this new hard mode, and I hope you have a good one. Take care. Peace.